than yesterday. Better tomorrow than today. A today where you have fun. A fun that comes with sweat, hard work, study, and sore muscles. That comes with a sense of accomplishment at the end of a long day. To know you are better today than yesterday and are dedicated to be better tomorrow. Today, you will be guaranteeing yourself a better tomorrow than today by committing to and completing your higher education. And I remember it well myself, leaving home to go to school. I was happy, excited, and scared. 18 years old and attacking the world. That made me happy, excited, and scared. And I have two pieces of advice for you today. Number one, onward. Number two, have at it. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a champion for education, Grammy award-winning singer and artist, and Get Schooled ambassador, the great Ciara.
So happy to be here. You have no idea how excited I was to come and make this happen. Just so honored to be here for such a special day, a special occasion. How many of you guys believe that dreams come true? Dreams really do come true, and I'm a solid example of that. You know, some of you guys may know, entertainment is my thing, and you know, I was very fortunate enough that everything happened fast for me in my journey, in my career, so I unfortunately didn't get to go to college because of it, but I did get to graduate. I got my high school diploma, and that was really important for me. And you know, the one thing I can say is that while I've been so blessed to be able to travel the world, I still yearn for education. I still yearn to learn. And I want to take this moment to tell you guys that anything that you want to do is possible if you believe, and if you take the time to study, work hard, set goals, set dreams. I'll tell you my story. When I first started, I was 14 years old, and I said to myself, I said, what do I want to do with my life? And I said, I have to do the thing that I believe I can be the best at. And I believe that if you choose a thing you think you can be the best at, you will have fun doing it, you will work hard to get it. And what I did was I made a goal sheet. I did a little yellow paper with little lines on it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to write down what I want to do and how I'm going to get there. And this is really a true story. It may sound silly, but I literally wrote down on the paper, I said, my first goal, I want to get discovered. My second goal is once I got discovered, I said, I want to sell 3 to 4 million records. And then my third goal was to have longevity. And I can tell you guys, I'm 13 years here now after my first album. And everything, and every word I mean, I literally got signed shortly after I wrote it down, and I sold 5 million records in my first album. So I say that to say that dreams are true. Dreams come true. Dreams are possible if you believe, and your dreams really start and end with you. The level of where you can grow in life really, really starts with you. And I really want to say that to you, that, you know, being educated, it empowers you. The more you know, the more you can grow. For me, even though I do creative work, it's still important to me that I am a successful businesswoman, and I know that this music that I do is a part of the foundation of where I want to go. And I know that I can do so much if I believe, if I work hard, if I continue to learn, if I continue to ask. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't feel crazy for, if you don't know something, it's the best thing you can do is ask. So I want to encourage you guys, to stay focused, set goals, write your goal sheet, make a goal sheet. It may sound silly, but the simple thing of you writing down what you want to do, the simple thing of you speaking who you want to be, the simple thing of you believing where you want to go, it makes the world of a difference. And you realize how powerful your tongue is, how powerful your mind is. You speaking everything that you want to be, I promise you it can happen if you believe. You can be the next POTUS. You can be the next FLOTUS. You can be the next mayor. You can be anything you want to be. First, if we get educated, right? Get educated, ask questions, study, work hard, strive to be the best you can be, set your goals, believe, speak it, dream it. It will happen, it will happen, it will happen. So I just want to say to you guys, the more you know, the more you can grow. For me, I can tell you all that my bucket list is to go to college. On my bucket list, one of the things I want to do is to go to college. And I can assure you that I will be taking some lessons. I promise you this. You take my journey with me, you will see I'm going to be studying, and I want to actually learn another language and do all kind of things because I know that the room for opportunity for me is so big. I know that the music is just a part of the foundation and that I'm just getting started. And I want to be a successful businesswoman. I want to go and rock the world beyond my music and use the platform that God has given me to actually touch and inspire and to do some great things. So you guys, I want to encourage you to take the journey with me, and let's all find the things that we want to do to take us next level and find the things that we want to do to grow. And let's actually put the effort forward and get educated, get schooled, stay schooled, and strive and reach for the top. And let's do some great things together. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy to be here, so honored to be in your presence. Let's rock the world. Let's do some great things. Let's be great. Knowledge is power, and your dream starts and ends with you. So should we say that my dream, let's say this together, my dream starts with me and ends with me. I can be anything I want to be if I believe. I'm going to set goals. I'm going to achieve those goals by being educated, studying. Knowledge is power. I've got the power. I'm going to be great. I love you guys.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline. I go to Cass Tech.
I'm Fred Wright Jones, and I attend East English Village Preparatory Academy.
My name is Mila Smith. I go to Osborne Academy of Math, Science, and Technology.
My name is Matthew. I attend Early College of Excellence.
My name is Selva, and I am from Universal Academy.
I'm Antonio Van Leer, and I go to Central Collegiate Academy.
Since I was in elementary school, I always wanted to attend college. My mother always instilled in me that I was going to go to college.
I came from New Yemen. I was zero English, nothing. All the teachers, they helped me out to improve my grade, and I was so happy to be at Universal Academy.
In my neighborhood, it's like people go to school, but they don't really try, and that can affect you a lot. So trying to be above that's really difficult, especially when you see everybody else having fun, nobody else is working. You want to have fun too, but you got to keep your mind on the prize.
I always thought about myself going to college because I would be the first to do it. Neither of my parents, my grandmother, my uncles, none of them went to college, so I'll be the first generation of my family.
My parents, they don't know much about the college experience because they're immigrants from Mexico.
When I see my friends and my teacher, they go, you have to, where's your goal? Like, what is goal? What is that goal? What does it mean? I want to see who I am.
I already know that the way my goals are, it's not going to get there if I sit around and do nothing. I got to do work, and I got to do everything I'm going to do. I got to do the scholarships because I want to be something.
I've been accepted to about 30 schools. I just was rocking, just signing up for each college that came to my school, each one that my counselors told me about. The more schools I applied to, it opened my spectrum wider.
I applied to Stanford, MIT, Princeton, and Yale.
I've applied to the military academy. I got my letter, and I was ecstatic. I didn't know how to react.
It's really crazy. I would have never imagined for all of these colleges to fight over me. I'm pretty set on Stanford.
I don't want to just be a dentist. I don't want to just have a boring life. I want to give back. I want to help my community.
I'm actually looking forward most to basic training because that's what I feel I would love about the Army. I watched as a kid and I said, I have to do that one day.
You don't know what will happen. If you go to college, you will see where you're going to go. There is someone care about you. You have to find who is care, who's not. Maybe your parents, maybe your friend, maybe you're the teacher in college.
When you really want something, you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. Like it's a quote from Eric Thomas, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. So as long as you want to work extra hard to get where you want to go, you go get there.
I am from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm going to Alabama A&M.
I'm going to West Point.
Next year, I'll be at Michigan State University.
I'll be at Stanford University.
I will be attending the University of Michigan next year.
Henry Ford accepted me. I got so happy that I'm going to college.
I am a Detroiter, and I am college bound.
I'm from Detroit, and I'm college bound.
I am a Detroiter, and I'm college bound.
I'm a Detroiter, and I'm college bound.
I am from Detroit, and I am college bound.
I'm a Detroiter, and I'm college bound.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Mila Smith. I'm a senior at Osborne MSC High School in Detroit. Like seniors all over the United States, at this time of year, I am looking forward to graduation and then starting my life, my college life, at Michigan State University. All my life, I've dreamed to go to college, and here I am, finally almost there. If I learned anything in these years, it is this: I need to be educated. There is nothing I can do to contribute to society without an education. I cannot earn a good living or live the life I have dreamed of unless I am educated. If our generation is going to find the cure for cancer, solve the energy problems, improve education, find solutions to world peace in our own nation and in other countries, produce the next congressmen, senators, and most importantly, President of the United States, we need to be an educated nation. We need to be the best educated nation in the world. That title starts with all of us right here in this very auditorium. Graduating from high school is a very big deal, but it should not be the last shining moment of our lives. We need an education, whether it's a four-year university, military, a trade school, or a junior college. Then, shall we take our place in society as leaders? Have a plan, follow your plan, be persistent, be diligent, don't give up, follow your dreams, and most importantly, please complete your FAFSA. It is now my pleasure to welcome someone who embodies all of these messages and goals. Our First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama.
Girl, set you hallelujah.
Our First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama, is not only beautiful and elegant, full of poise and grace, but she is intelligent, witty, athletic, strong, and determined. She is an inspiration to all women, to all people. It is with great pride I introduce to you the First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh!
want to thank you all so much. Mila, let's thank Mila for that wonderful introduction. She did a great job. I also want to thank Wayne State and President Wilson for hosting us here today. And I have to give a big shout out to the coach, Coach Harbaugh, for all his work, his terrific remarks, and of course, the fabulous, beautiful, talented Ciara. Wasn't that amazing? She was here. I also have to thank the Detroit College Access Network and all that their partner organizations are doing and the work that they did to make today such a success. But finally, and most important of all, man, to all the young people, all of you here today, just take a look around. This day is for you. This is for you. And I want you all to just take a minute. You know, just take this in. Enjoy this moment. And I want you to think about all that it took for you to make it to this day. All those mornings you woke up early to get to school. Can I get an amen? Oh, all those nights you stayed up studying. All those long hours. All the tests. All the essays. All the applications and financial aid forms you had to fill out. Think about it. Think about all the times you thought you weren't going to make it. Think about all the times you questioned whether you were smart enough, whether you deserved this moment. But here you are, you're here. You made it. And we are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. Yeah. And you're the reason we're here today. We are here to celebrate you. We're here because we think that signing day shouldn't just be for elite athletes, but for young people like you who have worked so hard to earn those college acceptance letters. This is your day. And that's really the whole idea behind this college signing day. To shine some light, some big bright light on not just athletic achievement, but on academic achievement too, which is something we don't do enough of in this country. We don't do it enough. And just think about it for a minute. Every year, when football and basketball recruiting seasons roll around, what happens? Folks on TV spend weeks speculating about which player is going to choose which team. Colleges go all out trying to recruit their top recruits. And then on that big day, people across the country turn on their TVs and they sit on the edge of their couches to watch these athletes at all those tables. We're just dying to know which team they're going to pick. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing more exciting than sports. Look, the president and I, we love Sports Center as much as anybody. And we like the signing days too. It's exciting. The drama is powerful. But while we focus so much attention on college and professional athletics, while we hold those individuals up as role models for our young people, the truth is that hardly any young person in this country is going to grow up to play for the NFL or the NBA. That is simply not a viable career path for the overwhelming majority of our kids in this country. That's not going to be your life. And that's okay, because you got some options. You got some magnificent options. So I think it's time we started shining more light on the real path to success for young people in this country. And that's higher education. That's getting your education. That's your ticket. That's how we do it. I think it's time we started holding up some real role models for our kids. Role models like all of you. You all are are what kids in this country should be aspiring to. So it's time we started paying attention to young people like you who made all the right decisions. You know, you've done everything we've asked you to do. You know, you said no to gangs and to drugs. You woke up every morning without fanfare and cameras. Many of you had to take long bus rides or walk through dangerous streets just to get to school and really make something of your life. You are the heroes. And I think that this day, the day when you've publicly declared where you're going to college, this day should be as glamorous and as exciting as those athletic signing days. This day should be on TV with fireworks and celebrities and folks sitting around just dying to know where you're going to college. In fact, we should all be as excited about college signing day as we are about the Super Bowl, the World Series, and the playoffs. Don't you agree? And that's really why we started our Reach Higher initiative, because we want to put higher education front and center in this country. We want to lift up young people like you in cities like Detroit that are overcoming great challenges and truly committing to education. That's why I'm here today. I'm here today to celebrate what you all have done to get yourselves into college. But I am also here today because I want you to be very clear that getting into college is not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to graduate and get that degree. Yeah, that's what it's going to take to get those good jobs and to build that kind of secure future that's out there. Now, is it going to be easy? No, of course not. It is not going to be easy. For some of you, college may be the first time you've ever been away from home. So yeah, you're going to be homesick. Maybe the work will be harder than you expected, and you'll start to feel a little overwhelmed. Why do I know this? Because that was me. Yeah, I grew up like many of you. Neither of my parents went to college. And when I showed up at Princeton my freshman year, yeah, I was totally overwhelmed. That school, whew, I couldn't figure out what classes to take, what buildings those classes were in. I didn't have any friends. I didn't even have the right size sheets for my bed. I was totally unprepared. So naturally, at first I was pretty lonely and I was anxious. But I had to take a few deep breaths, and I made a plan. Ciara said, you got to have a plan. So I found advisors who helped me with classes. I went to the Multicultural Center and met other students who became some of my closest friends in the world. I attended every single class, usually. I studied as hard as I could. And before long, I felt like I had that college thing down. I had it down. So here's my message. If I can do it, man, so can you. You can do this. You can do this. You can own this. I am like you. There's no magic here. I got here because I worked hard, not because I was rich or famous or I had important people looking out for me. I got there because I worked hard. And if you got into college, then you have everything you need to get through college. You just need to own your college education like you own your high school education. So what does that mean? That means that you can't just pat yourself on the back for getting that acceptance letter and then show up next fall and spend your time partying and hanging out and think that you are going to be successful. That's not going to work. You have to take control of your education. You got to step up. And that means, as I said, going to your classes, doing every assignment, no exceptions, no excuses. It means being on top of your financial aid situation. You've got to know exactly what loans you're taking out, how much, what the interest rates are, what you're going to have to do to pay those back. You got to know how many hours of work study you need to get by. I worked every day at college. I had to be a work study student. It means you got to get to know your professors like you got to know your teachers in high school. You got to find you some mentors. You find people that are going to help you. You've got to get involved in your college. Join some extracurricular activities, some clubs. Look into doing some internships, right? We got interns at the White House. Do you know about that? We got young people like you who work in our offices. You know, you should find out about that. It means that you've got to sink your teeth into some big class projects where you spend a semester just learning, going in deep. And finally, it means that you've got to ask for help when you need it. Do you hear this point? This is important. You have got to ask for help. You will not get through this alone. You're not supposed to. And I guarantee you that there will be all kinds of resources on your college campuses. There will be all kinds of people who are dying to help you, people who are hired to make sure you succeed. But they are not going to come knocking on your door to find you. That's not college. You have to take responsibility for finding them. So if you're having trouble writing a paper, get yourself to your school's writing center. If you're struggling with math or science, go to a tutoring session. All these kids who go to these Ivy League schools, they get tutoring. That's not a secret. Get some tutoring. If you didn't understand something in class, which I guarantee you half the people won't understand what's going on in class, go to the professor. Go to his office hours or her office hours. And if someone isn't helpful, if they're impatient or unfriendly, because there are plenty of folks out there who don't want to help you, then just find somebody else. You have to go to a second or a third or a fourth person. But I guarantee you that if you keep asking, you will get the help you need. Just don't think there's something wrong with you because you need help. We all need help. And if you all do all of this, you will succeed. I know you will. You will get that degree. And with that degree, you will have the key to building the life of your dreams. This is the answer. This is the answer. And as you climb that ladder of success, here's what I want you to do. I want you to reach back to other young people from your family and your community and help them follow in your footsteps. That's your job. So today, I want to make this event, I want to make you all go viral. I want this to be all over social media today. So I want you wearing your college gear. I want you to tweet it, Instagram it, make this go viral. Use the hashtag #ReachHigher. I want you to show kids across this country what they should aspire to. And I want you to mentor those kids. Host them at your college. Show them around campus. Get them excited to continue their education and achieve what you've achieved. That's my challenge to all of the young people and to every young person in this country who's heading to college. I want you to reach back and pull other young people up after you. And I also have a challenge to all the communities in this country where our young people live. I want you to host your own signing day, just like this one here in Detroit. Make it clear that your community values higher education. Make it clear that you're proud of your young people who are continuing their education past high school. Last year, we had about a dozen communities holding signing days like this. This year, there are more than 600 signing days happening all across the country. And next year, I want to see even more. And to all the athletes and celebrities out there, do what Ciara is doing. Do what Coach is doing. Show up at these signing days. Show our young people some love. Make them feel special. Every year, every community in this country should be hosting a signing day of their own. I want this to be bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than the World Series. You hear me? Bigger than the playoffs. Do you all hear me? This is our investment right here. We invest in you. We can get this done. So I want you all to buck up, stand proud. You all are ready for this. I want you to go out there and make us proud, and don't forget this day. Because this is how we want you to feel for the rest of your lives. Special and loved and able. Do you hear me? All right, you can get it done. I love you all so much. Thank you. God bless.
Some of them men think they freak this like we do, but no they don't. Make your check come at their neck. Disrespect us, no they won't. Wouldn't even try to touch this. What is beat is crazy. This is how they made me. Houston, Texas, baby. This goes out to all my girls up in the club, rocking the ladies. Who would buy it for themselves and get more money later? I think I need a barber. None of these niggas but me. I'm so good with this. I remind you I'm so good with this. Boy, I'm just playing. Come here, baby. Hope you still like me if you pay me. My persuasion can be.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment, I call it life.
One day while the light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment.